Oh, looks like our researchers are starting.
Are off.
Oh.
Blue mail to start.
And oh god, the
Mirror,
bluebell
another
in
one.
the mirror.
I
So
call
where's
insanity
Sanctuary?
early. No, just kidding. I call insanity early. No, just kidding.
Yep. I never realized the mirror would put you exactly at the end of
Yeah, I just realized that the other day too when someone else did that.
wow. I never knew that one either. Interesting little trick to note for the normal randomizer.
So there's Ice Rock we just saw picked up in the mushroom spot. And we got full magic off the bug.
And also the chess game was vanilla.
Ah, the Lost Works chess game.
Hey, and there's a Vitort side out in the fortune teller. We know his affinity for bees. Hey, it's Chia House. There's Desert. Desert in the Elder's house.
In Elder East. Oh, jeez.
Well, at least one of the desert things.
Yeah.
And it's Crystal, by the sound of it.
Yep.
Now, for those in chat that do not know what a full entrance shuffle is, if you're familiar with what a simple shuffle is, which is all the locations in the game are shuffled, meaning that every major location, except for the bar, which is the back end of the bar is always the same.
Whoa. Mikan with some laser eyes in the west side. So we have desert on one side, we got Turtle Rock on the other.
Cave as well. In a full entrance shuffle, the dungeon entrances are also shuffled. However, in simple, the dungeon entrances are shuffled within themselves. For example, Meyer could be in pod, whereas in a full entrance shuffle, Meyer could be in the sanctuary. And, ooh, the hammer for Mikan. But along with that, the other major difference is that in a simple shuffle, as I said, the dungeons are linked together. Also with any houses that would be linked together as well. That's how we have one of the entrances to Rock and one of the entrances to Desert right next to each other. Thank you, Ursula. It's a little hard to explain the major differences on that one. Care to help?
Which one?
With explaining the differences between a simple and a full.
On simple, you can also essentially it's dungeons within dungeons and caves within caves. And also the 4 entrance ones, which are Hyrule, Turtle Rock, and Desert, can only be shuffled with each other. In full, it goes anywhere.
Yes, and by caves within caves, it's basically every other major entrance that is not a dungeon. The only ones that are not shuffled are Link's house and the back of the bar. In full, it's always anything goes, except for those entrances that are connected, such as Ganon. If I recall correctly, isn't it still that Ganon must be dropped into?
Yes.
And exited out like that?
Yeah, it's a random drop. Oh, hook shot by AA!
And hey, there's Australia. And we forgot to mention, Mikan also had found a sword. And I believe that was in Escape, which was in the village well. If anybody has any questions about the difference, we'll try to remind you, whenever there is a chance. But it's hard for us commentators and our trackers, as to keep track of everything. Shoutouts to Flexi Bunny and do you know how to pronounce his name, Ursula?
Epibliticus.
Okay. Trying to think how best to do that. Yes, shoutouts to both of them for willing to help track this full entrance shuffle. I'm trying to remember, is this winner's bracket or loser's bracket?
This is winner's bracket, I believe. This is a round 3 winner's bracket, Matt.
And AmazingAmpharos just about to... Well, he just did pick up a sword, if I recall correctly. So
Minor Shed?
It was in the one...
Red House East.
I was going to say one of the 2 ladies in Kakariko that likes to tell on you. And hey,
Yeah,
there's the village storehouse.
I use Nicolachi's entrance tracker, and he calls that Red House East, Blue House East, Red House West. Because of the color of the roof. So at the maze race, we are going to find a heart piece. There's the bomb shop at the blacksmith.
Well, the bomb shop's always useful, although it overcharges you like anything. Let's see. Oh god.
Entrance to
Turtle Rock. In the right side of the brother's house.
Let's see.
Let's see, where are you going, Mikan?
Nicolachi's tracker, Silly Willy. You could probably find that. You can contact him on the Discord, and he'd probably give you a link to that.
Actually, if you could find a link, you could actually maybe post it in chat. If he's willing to...
Give me a moment.
Sure. It might help chat out for anybody that's actually interested in trying to help, keeping track of himself. And hey, the well! And the sanctuary. No, there's nothing wrong with the game. The music actually changes because of, where they enter and exit. Ooh, the Power Glove by AmazingAmpharos. In the back part of Escape. Now, I do wonder whether or not he's Yep, he's going for it. He's going for Dark Escape. Due to the fact that this is open mode, the main difference between open mode and standard mode is in open mode, you start the game with Zelda already rescued, which means you don't get a sword, the uncle's item location is up for grabs, and you have the option to start at Link's house or the sanctuary. Whereas in standard, it's essentially as if you were to boot up Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past and just start a new game, except all the items randomized. Or entrances as well. Well, usually not entrances, but just all the items randomized.
Well, actually, Jim just posted the link to the tracker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
In case anybody wants to actually, keep up with locations on that one. There you go. Well, yeah, we don't really get the uncle message. It looks like Mikan's going to be picking up his Power Glove. Will he go to Dark Escape? Nope. He's not. I know I've tried it once or twice. I've got to the room with the last chest and just couldn't find the chest because of how big that hallway is. And that was even with the hook shot. Oh, and he found it. It was just a 20 piece. Someone want to try to keep track of the 20s?
I'm not interested.
I know, I'm not either. That's why I'm asking if someone in chat wants to try. So, AmazingAmpharos checking the normal Ooh, sick kid. In the normal fairy fountain by Link's house.
Yes.
Not to be confused with the four fairy fountain that is by Link's
Next
house that is
door.
a Bonk Rocks.
Yeah.
I still want to see an actual completable dungeon like Thieves Town in one of those locations. Just so, like, you go out, you bomb like the fairy fountain south of Link's house, and it's Thieves Town.
Hmm.
That'd be amusing. And Mikan checking the Death Mountain entrance, which is Super Bunny Cave.
And we have AmazingAmpharos in the well,
Yep.
and he's done. Like, I know this well I'm going by. Alright.
He's headed towards Salasrala's place, Sarsaparilla, as Appalachian Rick likes to call him, and actually I think he's now headed to the dam. Well, not the dam, the lake shop.
So, $5 and a piece of heart there.
Well,
Cheap.
and AmazingAmpharos headed into Hyrulean Fried Cuckoo. Will he do the chicken clip?
No, he didn't do the chicken clip. You have to do it when it's bombing.
And Mikan finding the swamp in the left side of Hyrule Castle.
We got Blind's hidey place.
Blind's
Well.
actual hut. I've seen Blind's hut right next to Thieves Town before. Or just about that close.
Well, we got the flute, a shield, $50, and $100. And hiding in the back well.
I wish the name of DT was in chat, because then we could actually have him write out the entire words of the Swag Duck anthem. I'm willing to try coming up with that one if you're willing to actually tolerate it, Ursula.
I can do it. Especially if you do the terrible version of it.
I have no words. I basically don't even know the words, so I'd be making it up on the fly. Oh, and the Cadus Samaria is on the Hyrule Ikali item. And damn, I forgot to do the "It's gotta be Kane!"
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's okay. It's been a week. Hey, it's Swag. It's the Swag Duck. Everybody knows what it is. Let's just say hi to it. Get your Swag Ducks in the chat now. It's a little
I
hard.
wish you could find those clips again from the tournament.
Oh, they're on the I forget where they put them, but yeah, I think they still have them. But AmazingAmpharos, oh god, Todd on Death Mountain.
Well, Death Mountain gets to be Dungeon City. For sure.
Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button on my microphone to mute.
We're good.
Hey, it's me, the Swag. Hey, it's me. Come to see me. This is Swag Dog. Let's go see you and me. Sorry, it's really hard to actually think of something, off the top of my head. That one. And I think AmazingAmpharos has found the Old Man Cave? Well, at least the back half of Death Mountain. So now both of our runners have access to Death Mountain.
Bottle vendor's a ripoff.
Well, yeah.
100 for
Well,
20.
Apparently
Where'd
that
my
was
money go?
Mikan taking a minute to actually stop and note that. The right side of the desert. And yes, to answer whoever is going to ask this in chat, due to the fact that even dungeons are shuffled among, all over the place. Leaving out one entrance from a dungeon to another will take you to where that other entrance is. That is one huge thing that is different from the normal, simple entrance shuffle.
Yeah, like that one. Oh, Ega Tower, hi. It's actually at the old man cave.
Yep. I know at some point, I guess, what, you want to try... Sorry. I think we might have to start reminding people about this craziness probably about the 45-minute mark when stuff really starts getting crazy. We'll try our best, chat. For anybody, just joining us, we'll try our best. Also, ask everybody else in chat, because we'll try our best on this one, but we can't promise anything. It's a little harder to be informative on a full entrance shuffle. Simple, yes. Full, it's a little crazy.
And don't even get us started on madness.
Oh, or chaos.
Or insanity.
Well, the chaos shuffle is sort of... Oh, and the bow. He's finding the bow from the old guy. So I guess he was an archer at one point?
Yeah. Just shooting dead rocks, getting stoned.
Hey, Mikan found Hera. Which is completable, but it's a pendant.
Well, he's gonna grab his 2 items and bolt, probably.
And according to... Well, he decides to bolt before getting all the items?
Huh.
Oh yeah, that's right, it's a pendant.
Bipedable? Yeah. Now it is, for AA. Beacon's gotta go return the old man.
Yes.
Fairy Ascension Cave.
Well, it's more the Fairy Fountain by Turtle Rock. I guess it's not really a fairy fountain, but the fairy cave by the exit door to Turtle Rock. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't see the cave on the actual key on that one, so yes, they need a lamp. Oh hey, Bumper Cave. Well, the back half of Bumper Cave, which they can cross, as you can use the hook shot to cross the bumper.
Yes.
It's
got the old woman.
And AmazingAmpharos opting to go to the Dark World.
Check Spike.
Ooh.
Oh, $300.
We should also explain that due to the fact that all the entrances exits are technically shuffled, you can leave out one. You can leave in one end. For those locations that are connected. Oh, and pot, which is also a pendant. Because of this fact, you do have to deal with the glitches of fake light world and fake dark world. What that means is that I'm probably gonna butcher this. Essentially, at this point, the game will actually think you might be in the dark world when you're in the light world, and might be in the light world when you are in the dark world. I guess is the simple explanation for that one. I'm sure someone in chat could explain that further, as I have yet to do a full entrance shuffle. I've done several simple entrance shuffles, but I haven't wanted to truly get into that one yet.
Fake Light World and Dark World doesn't actually occur until Insanity.
Oh, and Ganon's Tower. I thought that actually was in full, though.
And Fake Light World and Fake Dark World does not happen in Full Shuffle, or even in Madness. It only happens in Insanity.
I thought I once heard that it was, that it actually did take place in full.
No.
That it was. I'm wrong.
Fake Light World and Fake Dark World does not happen until Insanity.
Really?
The steps going from simple to full is everything now gets randomized instead of being within each other. From full into madness is when everything gets decoupled. And from madness into insanity, it goes Fake Light World and Dark World.
I thought it actually was, on that one, but someone in the chat can correct us if we are wrong. But I'll take your word, Ursula. And while we were trying to explain that, AmazingAmpharos found Ganon's tower in Hera. I think it was Hera. Yeah, it was Hera.
Decoupled means that the entrance and exits are not gonna bring it back out of the same spot.
That means if you go into,
go into Hera, for example, you get GT, but you come back out, you might be down, and Kakariko up all of a sudden.
Yeah, whatever the exit from GT would actually take you.
So this starts to create what I like to call loops.
Yes. But at least they're not Fruit Loops. I'm sorry for the bad pun. Well, it does drive you a bit crazy.
Yeah. You should see some of the notes I have. E, name a place. X, next place. Or E, name a place. TX, I traversed and exited. Got this place.
Yeah. And Mikan opting to check the Light World shopping mall.
Mm-hmm.
So named because of the fact of, well, in the Dark World, this area is normally not seen at all, except in the entrance shuffle, because, well, nothing really important there, but also so named because you found
There's Ice Rock Cave up there.
So many, shops there at one point.
Yeah, Ice Rod Cave is up here in regular rando. It's the Dark World version that's not used that much except in entrance.
Yes. Oh, and also of note, Mikan did find the dam in the left side of the Ice Rod Cave. Side no one goes to. Oh my god.
Flippers!
Flippers of the big chest again, its tower. Yes, that's
well,
another...
there's that progression item.
That's another thing in the entrance shuffle. You will see players actually open Ganon's Tower's big key chest. I know I've done it as a joke here and there in the normal entrance, the normal randomizer, when it's like I've had no chance of winning. I've actually even found the butter sword in there before. And AmazingAmpharos up into bomb jump across the gap.
There you go.
Ursula, I think there's a bit of an echo on your side.
Okay.
Sorry.
A bit better?
Yeah, a bit. Just didn't think chat wanted to hear my voice, every, multiple time, but... And AmazingAmpharos finishing off the Ice Armos. So, we've seen most of the dungeons, I think. Oh no, we haven't seen Mire, we've seen Swamp. See, we've seen Swamp, we've seen part of Turtle Rock, we've seen... God, I'm trying to remember everything we've seen. We've seen Pod, we've seen Eastern, we've seen Desert, we've seen Turtle Rock, we've seen Ganon's Tower. And I did say Swamp, didn't I?
I believe you did. I had to just I think I took the offending thing out of the room.
It's okay. It's hard. I don't want to confuse chat anymore. This seed's already going to be confusing. And a stop in Nagina's cave. An amazing Ampharos opting to clear Ganon's tower since it is possible. Also because there are...
That's actually a negative. He does not have a light source, fire source right now.
Oh, you're right! Does he realize this? He's clearing Gauntlet without...
Lamp or fire rod?
Does he think he can use the ice rod?
Well, that'd be one cold torch.
Or one cool light. But looks like Mikan's opting to check Eastern. I wonder what that's gonna be. Well, I'll be wondering no longer. A dungeon?
Well, there's Meyer.
Which is actually possible to enter. He's got the hook shot.
Can't finish it, though.
Unless the cane is smart. Yeah, they're right. We know where the cane is. Oh, and Salasrala has been infested by mold worms.
And apparently inserted a pause button in his floor.
I think the mold worms dug the holes there. So let's see what the guy in the back has got. We still need to come up with a name for him just for fun.
Well, spoiler, it's Dinner's guy, but how about Owl?
I guess Owls sort of works.
This reminds me off of... I can't think of the name of the series now.
What? What are you trying to think of? Oh, AmazingAmpharos taking a depth.
Early 1990s series. Al Bundy.
Oh, Married to Children!
Yeah!
Yeah. Oh, and Mikan finding the Bat Fairy Cave, the whole just fairy cave in the cave south of Eastern area, and it had the boots.
What is AA doing again? He probably died until he got to the part where he realized. Oh.
Did. And Mikan missing his flight. Back to the village.
Oh, AA. Dang. What a rotten way to go.
Well, since Mikan has the boots now, he can get the torch item. Was that a key or not? I don't remember.
It was in and out, so we couldn't tell. There it is. Key.
Yep. So he now has access to the other items here. And if he finds the back half of desert, once he gets the big key, he can complete it once he finds a light source.
So, we're getting a little bit blocked at light sources right now. Fire sources on both ends a little bit. Tiny.
Yep. They both need a light. And just some love in the back chest of desert.
And now, check the big chest.
Ampharos. You
He is
can't
gonna have
chests. Well, we found the dried up burrito. Well,
he's gonna Definitely do a good forehead slap after this one once it realizes what's going on.
Yes.
He might also realize that when he gets to the Wizrobe rooms, like, wait a second, I want to have Kane. What the hell am I doing here?
I hope. He's opened this menu several times. I mean, unless there. Oh, and there's King's Tomb.
Hey, what do we got here?
You got found King's Tomb. Hey, it's the Bloomerang. And King's Tomb was in the Bonk Rocks by Sanctuary. And we haven't checked Sanctuary's normal location.
It's Lumberjack, drop, 5 arrows.
Yeah. Unless Mikan knows a way to get past the torch rooms. I think I know what's wrong on Ampharos' side. Oh,
What?
Ganon.
So Ganon's at the what I would like to call the Graveyard River location over here.
Basically. But no, Mikan... not Mikan. AmazingAmpharos, I think, has probably gotten himself confused between another seed, maybe? I have no clue on that one, but...
Yeah.
Oh, and Mikan found Jope. For those in chat that don't get that one, Jope is the automated bot in the SRL channel that basically makes sure that you're streaming. And he can be a bit annoying because it takes about 5 minutes to recognize that you actually are streaming when you're trying to ready up. And in hundreds, in races that are over 100 people, it gets to be a bit annoying.
Early. I'm shooting with arrows at the Wizrobe. Holy crap.
Oh, and red mail.
Hey.
Unless...
Ah, he just realized what was going on. Now he's gonna go to the east side, Death Mountain.
That's something we'll have to ask him about.
Yeah.
Nicely, though, because, he's probably gonna think he is very behind now.
Yeah.
And Recon going into Turtle Rock?
Especially with red mail, that'll really help us. Whoops, Skull 2.
Hey! Back half of the skull. I didn't catch where, though.
I think it's on East Death Mountain.
Yeah. Oh, and finds the big key.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, you can at least check 1 or 2 chests in here.
Yep, top of East Death Mountain. Holy crap.
Mikan opting to... I think you can use the ice rod on the pokies, but I'm not positive. Oh, an AmazingAmpharos finding the back of desert. That makes what? 3 or 4 dungeons on Death Mountain now. Ganon's Tower, Desert, the back of Desert, I think Pod, and Eastern? That's 5? Yeah, Death Mountain is basically all your dungeons most of the time, people.
I haven't seen Ice yet.
Yep, there's Eastern. Someone want to actually help us keep track of dungeons on Death Mountain? We got Eastern, we got G-Tower, we got Desert, we got Skull Woods, and
Hera?
Ganon's Tower, I think.
I think, yeah, Ganon's Tower, and I think Hera was here too, wasn't it?
I know in Ganon's Tower's location, it was in Hera's location.
I believe Old Man Cave actually had Ega Tower.
Yes, it did. So that makes 6, or I off by 1. It's just 5. Someone in the chat, please tell me, because it will probably be confusing. I missed what that was because I was checking. People calling Moon Pearl and Pyramid.
Yeah.
It's oddly enough, Aga Tower can be done. And it does give them access to a few locations. Which,
Even if it's not there.
it's worth
Yeah,
it. The logic could technically require it. The chances of a pedestal seed in a full entrance shuffle are rare. I have seen 2, exactly 2, in the entrance shuffle tournament. That was simple. I'm hoping for one. What about you, Ursula? You willing to call a pedestal seed in the full entrance shuffle tournament? I mean, full entrance shuffle seed?
It'd be a lot of fun.
Did Mikan find a light source? Yes, chat. This is not, them being stupid. This is basically how an entrance shuffle can be.
Well, apparently you're gonna have to go downstairs.
It takes a lot of skill. A lot of skill to remember everything in here. Because remember, they're having to track not only their items, their locations inside and out, where all the dungeons are. And it is very confusing. It's fun. It's very fun. But it is a little, it makes it a little harder to commentate on.
Yeah, it's a little mind-numbing.
Mind-numbing, yes, but interesting?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mikan taking a death warp.
Taking
And
a
then
death...
he's gonna dive into mire.
Yep. Taking the death refill. At least he hadn't found a fairy in a bottle yet. As we've seen several players forget about it. And AmazingAmpharos opting to finish off finish off Eastern.
Alucard won't definitely forget about it either.
What? The fairy in a bottle?
Yeah, he did it in the spring tournament, and that's one of the clips. He was going through pod, and he was at the big chest, and he didn't have mirrors.
Yeah, I
remember.
That was to Alec, 2004. And shoutouts to both of our runners as well for actually volunteering to to actually race in a full entrance shuffle. Ooh, the book!
Okay, that changes things up a little bit.
It gives them access to desert. Whatever is a desert palace. Have we seen the inside of the potion shop yet?
I don't think so.
Did we find the front end of Bumper Cave somewhere? And a
Not yet.
Klutz heart for Mikan. Do our runners know that they can't use the hook shot to get past the bumper, right?
I'm unsure. I don't know why Mikan's going back through the same entrance of Meyer right now, though, either.
And AmazingAmpharos finding the dam. As Mikan's already found it as well. Technically, we found Swamp. I think Swamp was in the left side of Hyrule Castle. Which means AmazingAmpharos can now complete his first crystal dungeon if he would like.
Yeah, that sounds correct to me.
But Fighter Sword, Argus, it's not that bad. You just have to spin with everything.
There's also Hammer, Hook, Shot, and that's Menuing City, but...
This is why I just choose to use the spin attacks. It saves time on the menu again. I kind of tried to work down my menu time, as everybody knows it's all about the menu time and the number of bonks. AmazingAmpharos still hasn't found his boots yet, but he found the Bombable Hut entrance.
more bombs.
Was this seed made by Dark Magician? I know he loves to drop bombs everywhere.
Especially on unwilling NPCs.
AmazingAmpharos checking the Waterfall of Wishes and finds the Cane of Burna, Cane of Brian, in Checkerboard Cave. And Mikan going into Ganon's Tower.
He's gonna go left side now.
Opting to let Bob live. And AmazingAmpharos. We had a Zoro check, right? Yes, it was red mail.
Yes.
So AmazingAmpharos will soon be getting his eggplant hat. I said eggplant for some reason.
Is AA ahead with bow or Mikan ahead with shoes? Well, let's see. We have Pod that absolutely needs the bow.
I guess technically they could. I guess technically AmazingAmpharos could be ahead if he decides to sequence break and complete both of both pod and swamp. The Mikan also has the tools for it as well. And hey, I didn't notice that. Old man is an agate hour. He's moving on up in the world.
Oh well.
And looks like AmazingAmpharos is opting to tech swamp. As we know, it has 6 possible items.
And that first one's always a key. That first just has to be a key. That's fixed.
Yes, it's one of the few item locations that we have that the logic requires must be a key.
We have Mikan headed over toward the Ice Armos.
And
Another Bloomerang Armos fight?
I've seen the Bloomerang. I have. Oh, also Mikan picking up his flippers. I did see a very useful and interesting strat yesterday from Korek. He used the Cane of Burna, which apparently does about tempered sword damage, if I recall.
I thought it was Fighter.
I know, but it's... I know it's Fighter Sword, but I forget, how it works. If you're in chat, or anybody else in chat does know this, about the damage, that it does on Armos. Oh! According to chat, Tempered Sword and Fighter Sword deal the same amount of damage to the Armos Knights.
It's interesting thought. And Korek playing it all cool.
And AmazingAmpharos remembering to not soft lock himself.
Yeah.
In which case he would have to leave and then re-enter. Unlike in the normal randomizer where the dam would stay, wouldn't stay flooded. Well, it would stay flooded until you left the screen. Left the screen. In the entrance shuffle, the dam, once you flood the dam, it will stay flooded. That was a mouthful. Trying to explain things during an entrance shuffle. I apologize to anybody that is coming into this not knowing what they signed up to watch. We'll try to do our best to explain when we can. I never knew you could walk down an actual set of stairs sideways.
Yeah, like, what happened there for a second?
I guess that's swag strats?
I guess.
I mean, I've seen the boomerang before, just clipped as I've got the frame, like picking up an object and picking up the, having the boomerang return to me at the exact same frame. Actually, oh! Titan's Mitts in Swamp! AmazingAmpharos has found the Titan's Mitts!
Wow. Okay, to answer Green Knight, yeah, Freddy just explained it. It's all crystals, beat Ega 2, that beat Ganon. But there actually is also a mode in Entrance Shuffle that it's crystals only. You could only get all 7 crystals and go straight to Ganon.
But who wants to actually do that? We've got to see our friendly neighborhood wizard. Now, If you haven't by now, please follow our runners, because they're putting themselves through such a headache for us all, for our entertainment, and for this tournament. Please do, follow them. And our trackers, to Flexi Bunny and Ursula. How did you pronounce his name again?
Epibliticus.
Yes, without them, we, as commentators, would be going even more insane due to this. A full entrance shuffle without help? Ursula? What would a full entrance shuffle with us trying to track as well be like?
It would be essentially each one of us would have each person, and we'd be one person each instead of being able to commentate on two of them because there'd be too much other stuff to track.
Yeah. And I know trying to do a solo commentary is pretty hard.
Been there.
As have I. That's why, as we say, please follow our trackers. They help us so much.
Yes. No, I remember my solo in the spring tournament so well, and that was because it was the first pedestal seed of the tournament.
You were solo for that?
Yeah!
I know I was commentary on one of those pedestal seats on that one, but dear God, I mean,
whew. And the pedestal that time was the Cane of Samaria. Jeez.
I know my first one was Kana as well. I've seen the flute there. I know there's a clip somewhere of I forget who it was. Shows my knowledge on that one. But when you have over 240 different matches,
Yeah.
at least according to the Speed Gaming's YouTube channel, in the spring tournament, it makes it a little hard on that one. But someone pulling the pedestal blinded. It was the flute. Because they didn't have the book.
Oh yeah, the blind pull. I saw about that.
Yeah, I think they clipped that at some point. And that's one crystal down for AmazingAmpharos, while Mikan enters Swamp now. Just a tiny bit too late for the virtual high five.
Yeah.
Still no Moon Pearl.
Silly Woolly, the spring tourney was standard. Rando.
There's the powder.
And the one coming up in the fall is open mode rando.
Open, I'll explain the difference. In standard casual, as we like to call it, it is, well, actually just standard on that one. Essentially, think of it this way. If you were just to pick up the game A Link to the Past, insert it into an SNES, turn it on, and start the game up, you would, begin in Link's bed. You'd have your uncle's comet, then you would go rescue Zelda. In standard mode, you're still required to do all of that before, with all the items randomized, except for the uncle, who will always give you your sword. He won't give you a shield, but he will give you a sword. And you receive from there AmazingAmpharos found the Moon Pearl on the Desert Lands. Sorry to stop that one, but in open mode, however, you start the game up, Zelda is already rescued, and you have the option to start from the Sanctuary or Link's house.
You also have no light cone.
You have to
standard, I believe, gives you the light cone in the sewers, but open does not.
Yes, it's now more recently. It's you don't even get the light code in the light world as well. It used to be a free light cone, and it is now not. But yes, though on a positive note, the logic does, require the lamp before you can enter dark rooms. Anytime you go into a dark room without the lamp, you are sequence breaking technically.
Yep.
And Mikan also just picked up his Titan gloves from the chest. That from the actual big key chest in vanilla.
Bombos required for Meyer. AmazingAmpharos can enter the front of desert.
And so in chat asking, is AmazingAmpharos in the lead even though he wasted all the time in his tower? Yes and no. Mikan still has the boots, which makes a huge difference.
Yeah, speed down-wise.
So one is technically up on crystals right now, but not for long because Mikan is working his way to Vitreous to pick up his first crystal.
I think you mean Argus, right?
Sorry, yes, Argus. I'm sorry. A full Electric Shuffle randomizes my brain. As...
Okay. I'm just thinking to myself, so art comes from the left, and math comes from the right. Wait a sec, hold on, that's...
Flexi's actually saying the pearl, the powder, and the bottle worth more than the boots. Yeah, I guess. I actually would agree with you there on that one. But
yeah.
It's the long run, though. Until AmazingAmpharos finds the boots. He will be losing time. Every second without the boots, Mikan actually does gain, time on him. But if AmazingAmpharos can finish the seed before that lead, dwindles, then the boots do not matter. I've seen runners actually complete the seed without the boots. And without the flute either, and without both. That was a slow seed. Oh, and the bow as well. I forgot.
In Eastern, yeah.
The answer to the chat, whether or not boots are never actually progressive, yes, they can be. If you actually need to enter if the next progression item is in a bonkable area, such as the library or bonk rocks, or the item you need is on the desert torch, or the torch in Ganon's tower, boots can technically be progressive.
Alright, still no fire source.
And AmazingAmpharos picking up, I guess, his dinner date?
Gonna take him to the ball.
Yeah, he's taking his blind date to the ball. The fireball. I know, it's probably about a 3 out of 10. But Mikan just about to pick up his Moon Pearl.
Got it. So, what fun do we have today? A blind man walks into a bar, and a table, and a door. And he sees nothing.
Who's having a decent blind fight? Now... Oh, and Ice Palace was found. The back half of, desert. And Blind is giving him his last 20, but AmazingAmpharos does pick up the green pendant, though.
Yes. And back to Sassy probably goes. Good time for an entrance shuffle. Simple was probably about 230 is average.
I've seen it go from 2 to 230 depending on it. Full? Have you seen a 4-hour seed yet?
Haven't seen a 4-hour seed. No, but definitely commonly 3.
Oh, and AmazingAmpharos found Hype Cave.
Juicy found what's that?
So let's get some hype chat.
Let's take a look to see what we can find on pedestal. What can't be there? Well, we know Bo isn't there. It could be a lot of stuff with the pendant selection, to be honest.
Yes, it could. Well, it's not the Canvas to Maria. It's not the boots. Oh god. A fire source.
It definitely could be a fire source.
And Skullwoods. Is Skullwoods pendant?
Skullwood is a crystal.
So yeah, the fire rod could. The fire rod could be on the pedestal. Or
yeah.
As we do not need any of the medallions, fire rod is what we're hoping for. Technically, because our runners do know a lot of the dark rooms, they can manage to probably go lampless, even though they would not want to. Mikan choosing to enter Thieves' Town. I do not. Do you think he'll complete it, Ursula? Ooh.
I don't know. Is it? Oh, we're about to find out if it's worth it. Yep. Oh, another fetch quest! Oh my god! He turned it into Sasquatch and got the mushroom. He has to go with the witches.
And we haven't found the witches inside yet. The inside of it.
I would laugh if that one is now you have to go. You go to the witch, find the shovel.
Now, also,
I just
finding Jope. AmazingAmpharos finding Jope in the witch's hut. Always the troll. Jope gives no hope. It looks like Mikan not opting to finish Thieves' Town. Which we do not know if it's actually needed yet or not, as no one's checked the pedestal.
Yeah.
And Mikan and AmazingAmpharos has the book. For anybody in chat that is wondering, the boots were in the double-chested fairy, which was in the cave south of Salasrala. And Mikan checking the Chia house. Chia pet house.
And 7.
AmazingAmpharos finding the 7-chested cave. Well, the 7-chest cave. Well, AmazingAmpharos also now having access to the old man. And, well, finding the Master Sword and Ether in there. That's always useful.
Mm-hmm.
And in Pod is the Paradox Cave. So, high five to our runners. So, looks like Mikan will soon be picking up his ether and his master sword.
Yes, for the tablets you have to have actually only AA right now can check it because he has the book and Master Sword.
You need the book to check it without the sword, but
Yep.
to actually get the item, you do need the sword.
Yeah, to get the item you need the Master Sword or higher.
That is correct. And AmazingAmpharos finding buyer. Which, do you think our runners remember where the where the Cane of Samaria is? That is accessible.
It is now accessible, yes. Yes. Land-
I'm so glad they haven't randomized the warps.
Whew. Or the whirlpools in this case. Whew.
Oh, I know. They've thought about it at one point, I know. Yes, as Tat points out, the old man does have the bow.
The Cane of Samaria is on Lake Hylia Island.
Mikan, where you decide to go? Oh, finding one of the many shops. I'm surprised. No one's been to the shopping mall either.
Hmm.
Have we found all the dungeons yet?
Alright. What is he doing?
I think he's checking Hobo!
Yeah. But he could decide, do I want to go to the pyramid? Do I want to go to Catfish? Do I want to...
Yep. And
Hobo.
AmazingAmpharos digging up the mines at the digging game. As finding bombs there.
Heart container for Mikan.
The hobo basically giving away his heart to Link. And nice play, AmazingAmpharos, remembering that you haven't checked the other side of the race game. Oh, that he hasn't. Just vanilla. As they couldn't get to that one because the other side was the entrance to Turtle Rock. Oh! Even better!
Oh! Okay. Well, he doesn't have the fire rod, but...
Well... That is true.
Well, let's see what he picks up here.
Very nice laser skip. And opting for the Burna strats.
There's the key. And... 2 keys.
And let's see what the shopping mall has got. The pawn shop.
No, that's specialty shop.
Hey, Mikan found Spike Cave. And our final
quite the stuff yet.
Is Mimic Cave. Now, answer someone in chat. Because I know someone's probably going to ask this. What's needed for Go mode? A fire source. What AmazingAmpharos side? A fire source.
Bo and that old man. And I do appreciate that, Dr. Bobtastic. I really enjoy that joke. Thank you.
Oh, Mikan.
Oh!
Using his fairy. And AmazingAmpharos checking the,
Hammer House?
and finding Sea House.
Yeah, you know that Flexi can hear you, right? See that?
Hmm.
Woo!
That one went over my head at present, so.
No, actually, Mikan got the lamp. Woo!
Oh!
Wow.
Good. Where? Sorry, I was watching
It's
Amazing
coming from he must have caught it in the South Dark World cave. It was in Spike Cave, it says here.
Oh! Sweet! Well, they're no longer blind. So Mikan can check a chest in here. Oh god, Ice Rod Cave had Tempered Sword.
Oh, man.
Hammer Cave was Ice Rod Cave. It's had the Tempered Sword.
Yeah, it was for forgetting to talk to the generous guy. Flexi forgot to talk to the generous guy last night, and it held the flippers. She went in, got every other chest around there. Forgot the flippers from the generous guy and the NPC.
And AmazingAmpharos doing the Mad Batter, which apparently was vanilla. But
Oh, there's the other sword. Mikan just found it.
we know where all the swords are. Yay! Butter is usable and available. They both have the Panera Bread sword. Actually, no, the Panera Bread bagel.
What flavor would a red bagel be?
I'd say maybe habanero.
Red pepper? Roasted red pepper?
Strawberry?
I'm getting some things in chat. Bacon, tomato fire, sun-dried tomato, cinnamon, cherry. Red French toast. Maybe strawberry French toast bagel. Blood. Oh, come on! Burnt to hell flavor. It's our favorite. Flaming hot Cheeto bagel.
Oh! Vanilla! Of the shovel kit actually giving the shovel!
Huh.
Let's see, for that one, just a little bit of love. Oh, the stuff kit, what is love?
Mm-hmm.
So, our runners are an hour and 13 minutes in this crazy full entrance shuffle. Still no fire rod, no pedestal check. Mikan has the boots, which were in the Fat Fairy's location. And hey! Gary's lunchbox contained half magic. So AmazingAmpharos has half magic. And since AmazingAmpharos has the book and a sword higher than the fighter's sword, he's checking bombos.
$5.
The gods heard his prayers and sent him a 5.
Sent him a Lincoln. Or
I like the person in
Dibble's
chat.
case, a Jefferson.
Actually, I like one person in chat's, idea of just a nickel. So, where are you headed, AmazingAmpharos? Checking Swamp, I think?
Probably.
Oh, Mikan?
And he did check ether, if I remember.
Yes. And Swamp. It's the top half of Paradox Cave. Sweet. That's actually a nice bit of movement. And Mikan opting to go into the old man location, remembering it's Aga Tower. We still haven't seen the pyramid.
Are there crystal dungeons we still haven't seen yet? I think we've seen them all.
Yes, we have. Most of them are on Death Mountain. Pod is completable.
Ice Palace.
On the right palace. Right side of Death Mountain.
In back of Desert.
Oh yes, you are.
Ice Palace is behind Desert.
Oh, yeah, back half of Desert, and Thieves Town was the front half of Desert, if I recall. AmazingAmpharos finding the inn. And now finally picking up his Cane of Samaria. While Mikan is headed to Land Molus, because he now has a fire source.
Yes, the pestle could have the fire rod, definitely.
And since both Turtle Rock and Skullwoods are crystals, that would make it a pedestal seed. Sorry, not pedestal seed. It would be required.
Yes, Dibble, they did check under the bridge. There was just a full heart container there. And Adio was on Lake Hylia Island. The hobo had a heart container.
AmazingAmpharos finally going to be picking up his boots. As the double-chested fairy had moved to here, along with his light source, if I recall. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Oh yeah, that's right, the double-chested fairy was on what? Dark World side of Death Mountain, or Dark World right side of Death Mountain, or Light World? This... Yes, as pointed out... Oh, he's going back for it.
And...
Yeah,
traversing Spike Cave. Switch over to Burna. 1 heart remaining. He has half magic. He'll be able to do this easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yep, now has his light source. He now has a light in the darkness. And a shovel to use it with. Sorry, I was trying to make a Shovel Knight reference there. But no, Mikan finding Hyrule Castle. And some Kool-Aid. He took the guard's Kool-Aid. And AmazingAmpharos opting for Pod. Since Pod was bow-locked, not having the bow originally when he entered, AmazingAmpharos did have to come back. So, Ursula, what do you think is going to be in Pod? I know what he's hoping for.
I bet he does. I bet I know too.
Yeah, because AmazingAmpharos is 1 item away from Go Mode.
That's Fire Rod, everyone.
Yeah. What is the fastest full entrance shuffle we have seen?
Yet. I think this is, what, the fourth one, I think? I'm not too sure.
Have we seen one that actually might end in under 2 hours?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen one yet.
And Recon finding Spiral Cave. I did not get a chance to see where that was yet. I'll be seeing it once he leaves. Or actually, no, I won't because of.
It's a 2 entrance. Yeah, it doesn't work.
No, it's actually. Well, it came out at Hookshot Cave's normal location. And
So,
hey!
Ether for TR.
Entrance.
And going in.
Let's see what's in Turtle Rock.
Another key pod, of course, loaded with keys in the front.
And items in the back.
Yep.
You need the keys to pod. Oh, what should I say? The keys to the pod. Keys to the escape pod. And Mikan finding Hookshot Cave. In Turtle Rock. I wonder where the other side to it goes.
I would laugh if it was out GT.
I don't think it can. But someone in chat will correct me if I am wrong there.
Ah, jeez.
Oh god. Okay, so someone in chat, could we just have a Palace of Darkness tournament and call it pod racing?
You know,
Now that's what I call pod racing. And Mikan finding the
these were certain
cave above the graveyard. The vanilla member cave location. Also, while we were watching that, AmazingAmpharos found the mirror shield in Pod's big chest.
Huh. Well,
He's almost got Link's full kit.
almost. Can't remember which of the sword upgrades he's missing.
He is missing the butter sword, and that one he got was from not Salasarala. This he gave the mushroom. It's forget where.
Oh, it says he's missing the one in Mire.
That's correct. Answer one person in chat asking about silvers. Silvers are technically not required. You can kill Ganon without silver arrows. It requires a precise sword slash just before he teleports, which is a few frame window, but it is possible. Normally most runners will use spin attacks, and most players will if they are forced to do that, namely due to the fact of it increases the actual chances of getting that. It's a little tricky, but it is possible. Mind you, you can also beat Ganon with just the Master Sword. You know, it just requires 52 hits. In fact, that is what is required to actually turn in a run for low percent. But still no Fire Rod. And Mikan opting to check this chest now. Will we see... Nope, not opting to take the shortcut to the Sanctuary. And basically-
were you counting items?
No, because this Mikan was checking more entrances.
Hmm. Basic.
Well, let's get some pedestal hype. No.
Yep, we're gonna check pedestal height.
Nope. Did he find the book?
No, he hasn't. What a rotten way to go.
Yeah, it's trying to figure out how to get to the Dark World from there.
Insomniac, the lamp was in Spike Cave.
Which was in the Dark World shopping mall. The three locations that are normally not seen even in vanilla. The three chests that basically are on the far right side of the map, in the bottom southeast corner. AmazingAmpharos headed the Dark World. And while he's doing that, Mikan is checking Thieves Town. Which is the top half of the 7th cave. Basically, the Paradox Cave. Finding the Fortune Teller, and we're just about to get an ether check from AmazingAmpharos. Oh, he's got his silvers!
Hey!
Prayed to the gods this time, and they gave him the silvers.
So, let's see. Silvers and $5. Huh. Sounds like a cheap engagement.
Yeah, but AmazingAmpharos opting to check the right side of Ganon's tower now that he has got the Can of Samaria. This will be his, 4th time doing Gauntlet? I'm assuming he will complete it, as it is required.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we'll finally get a pyramid check? And catfish, too.
Yeah.
Now... Normally, runners do not like to do the tile room, but in this case, because they are hoping to get items, and Ganon's tower has at least, 21 item locations normally, and then 21 item locations before the big key location, 22 counting the big chest, and 26 total chests in here. It is worth checking even the tile room. Now, technically, AmazingAmpharos could continue on to the right side, but it would require a bomb jump, and because of that, we know that the fire rod could not be past that. Mainly due to the fact that the logic would not require you to use a bomb jump. As it is technically a sequence break, but they are always useful. Shoutouts to the Ice Palace bomb jump.
Mm-hmm. Which they both still need to go do to finish.
To answer the person in the chat asking about if the pedestal has been checked, nope.
Nope.
Thought about it, went there and then realized he didn't have the book, and AmazingAmpharos has had the book and just hasn't gone back to check. And if you'll excuse me, Ursula, I've got to step away from the mic for a minute.
Okay, is pedestal guaranteed required or most likely required? It right now is most likely required. Because we don't know about the last 4 chests here in GT yet. And why it's most likely required is because of the one room in Turtle Rock with the 4 torches there in order to get to the next one. And we have land mullahs, almost a 0 cycle there, and is half magic. Let's see, Mikan headed over toward... Did he check Link's house yet? And Fire Rod is needed for Trinex as well. Yes. Mikan discovered the top half of the 7 sachet decides to leave. AA going up, continuing to his discovery room with like, oh shoot, no fire source. Now he gets to play follow get the A bomb jump the lamps. And he has to stand right on the edge. There, you got it. AA. Flexi, I don't know. He said he'd just step away for a moment. So nothing big in those 2 mini Hemosaur chests. And AA does have the goods to get past this, as some people have discovered you actually do need a key to go up all of GT. And what do you think is a validation chest, folks? $300. They really don't need that. They've already done their Zora check, both of them. I did not see what was on the pyramid that Mikan just got. Oh, $20. All that like was for nothing. Mikan going to check Catfish. On the way checking this one. AA at Aga 2. See, you do need to get the pod crystal checked, please. For AA. And AA, we're gonna find out where this drops yet. I'm not sure what fall we have here. People have been keeping track. They'd be able to figure that one out. I don't know what it is. Oh, and he decides to dodge. I believe we... don't know. Milligan? Hey, just went in. Oh, it's the ferry beside the graveyard lake. Catfish has bombos, yes. Which allows them to go into mire now.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
No problem.
So, I'm assuming AmazingAmpharos finished off Aga?
Yes, AmazingAmpharos did finish off Aga, and Mikan found bombos at Catfish.
Nice. Should help, well, Ice Palace is now completable for him.
Definitely is, and also access to mire.
Correct. Correct.
And then gonna check through Skullwoods here. The first half. He did pick up the big key earlier when he found the second part of Skull, too. The second part of Skull. Single key. Thoronas, that would just have to be a blind pull, I would imagine, if book is on pedestal.
Yes, and actually what it says on the tablet, well, on the actual pedestal itself is, isn't this a paradox? You read it after getting the book. And we got finally finding the potion shop. Which AmazingAmpharos still has the mushroom to turn in, doesn't he? And apparently the witch's shop is in the the cave overlooking the graveyard. Here's the storyteller's location normally. Hey, the chest game.
Pay 30 bucks. Get
Fire
Rod.
Pedestal's dead. Sorry.
Yeah, Pedestal's dead. There's the Fire Rod and go mode.
No.
What are we missing?
Found it. Bow.
Oh, he has to go to the old man.
He hasn't found the old man. The retired archer.
Oh man.
Ah. Well, he remembers. And finding the brothers' cave there.
Now, I guess we're just gonna see. No, oh, he's getting a pedestal check now.
Yay! So let's get
Boy, this timing is terrible. Almost.
Yeah.
Timing is terrible.
I couldn't read that. Could you?
Increase bomb storage, low price.
Oh. Bomb capacity upgrade.
The old man was up in Spectacle Rock, original, the cave there.
Yes, he was on the cave that one of the caves that you would get when you dropped down to it. From it, I mean. Now, please, if you haven't already by now, please do follow our runners. They're going through so much trouble, you know, trying to remember every entrance, and hey, well wishing on AmazingAmpharos' side.
Heart piece and 50 bucks. But he's actually gonna he's on his route to his Fire Rod right now.
Yep, which will put him in go mode. And so can we start getting some, you know, go modes in chat, please? As AmazingAmpharos should hopefully...
Boots?
No, yeah, you're right. Desert is needed.
Oh, the...
Oh. Mikan needs the bow from the old man, and AmazingAmpharos has to remember where King's Tomb is. The king was a champion sprinter. Once AmazingAmpharos finds it, he will be in go mode. And I know they're both consulting their notes, but yes, this is what we mentioned when we said that the seeds can generally take close to 3 hours, because it's remembering where that last item or two is.
Of the remaining 5 dungeons, which ones don't require the big key? For AA? Desert does.
Desert
Skull doesn't.
Ice Palace doesn't normally. Well, it does, but
Only it
bomb
depends if
jump.
you bomb jump or not. Misery does. Turtle Rock does.
Skullwood. Yeah, it's just basically Skullwoods as. Yeah, it's Skullwoods because they have both completed Swamp Palace. Sorry, it took me a minute.
So AA is going to find his fire rod right here.
Yes. Ice Palace is fast in go mode.
Yes, it really is.
However, AmazingAmpharos, if he remembers, does still need the big key. Which, as we know, requires the small key to get to. Does anybody in chat actually remember where the boots were? I know they were in King's Tomb, but I forget where King's Tomb was.
$20 from the mushroom. Oh, Kingston was behind Bonk Rocks.
Oh! By the Sanctuary! Wait, so it wasn't there, it was...
No.
Oh yeah, King's Tomb was there. It was the double-chested fairy that had it. And that was right underneath Salasarala's normal location. The cave that's right by there.
Mm-hmm.
It's... Oh, and AmazingAmpharos found a key now.
Another art to add to his collection.
The
And they're tied at hearts.
So technically they are both searching for an item the other person has.
Yep.
One needs the bow and the other needs the boots. Luckily they both can now complete Skull Woods, as Mikan is looking like he's going to opt to do that. And now AmazingAmpharos is finding Bombos. And with Red Mail, Butter Sword, only dealing tempered sword damage though. And that's then we do the fact that in vanilla, the Butter Sword dealt the same damage as spikes, and since Mafia being in a room full of spikes is immune, slashes from the Butter Sword do not deal damage. Oh, did not damage him. However, pokes did because they dealt tempered sword damage.
And $20.
And also, again, thank you to our trackers, Flexi Bunny and
Epi Lit Ecus.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh, that one.
Yeah, I'll
Epi.
definitely just call you Epi.
Yes. Sorry, Epi.
But then it just reminds me of the breadsticks we have at work. Oh well. Oh, AA's gonna kill some time here.
Yep. He's going to go check the other four chats. Mikan opting to go into Turtle Rock normally. It's a play. It's got 3 entrances, and they all will help. But as we know, the bow is not here.
Yeah. He'll get a crystal closer to finishing, too. Might even do ice, then have to go like, okay, where's everything? Where's my bow?
They have
If
almost
you're-
every item in the game. This is why a full entrance shuffle can take up to 3 hours. As I've said before, it's those last items in those last locations. It looks like AmazingAmpharos is going to kill his giant Mothula.
Mm-hmm. Whack that bug good.
Well, hey, if he's using fire, wouldn't that make him Godzilla?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. $20, $20.
Makes us wonder whether or not, well, great Mothula fight from AmazingAmpharos. I know it's really hard to actually provide commentary on a full entrance shuffle. I guess technically in this case, we're just here to help answer questions in chat.
What do we got over here?
Did Mikan find the back half of Turtle Rock?
It really does not look like it. Because it's
No.
one of those entrances you definitely have to mirror to.
Oh, it was Mimik's normal location.
Oh,
At least if I recall correctly. But AmazingAmpharos finding his hookshot cave.
not too much in here if I remember.
Yeah. Yep. Getting some health. Opting to check, so we'll know in a minute where it was. Oh. That's why. It was the left side of the arguing brothers' house.
Yeah.
Yes, to answer, anybody in the chat that's wondering what's needed for go mode, Mikan needs the bow, which the Lost Old Man has, and AmazingAmpharos needs the boots, which are in the cave south of Salasrala. It's normal location in the light world. And Mikan making quick work on the fire and ice heads of Trinax.
The dungeons that don't need big key are Swamp, Skull Woods,
And that's
and
it.
technically Ice Palace.
Technically, Ice Palace if you use the bomb jump. Which the game technically does not think you will do. Mind you, I know a lot of people that even in even in a vanilla playthrough, casually will use the Candace de Maria. Because that dungeon is, well, it's really annoying.
Mikan's going to be going on a witch hunt here, down into seeing what's in the mire.
Yep. And
Oh, he's going to Ice Palace.
yep. And Amphros going to check to see where the right side of the castle takes him.
So Mikan's going to finish Ice Palace, and then he's going to be truly on the hunt
For the old
for
man.
that bow.
And Mikan's working through Ice Palace, AmazingAmpharos is working his way through Turtle Rock.
And that's true. Mikan still has to do GT. And
Yes.
since he doesn't have the bow to do with those red mimics, so
Again.
Mikan will be firmly on a bow hunt after he finishes ice.
Yes, whereas as soon as AmazingAmpharos finds the boots, he's in go mode. And with what has been with what he has completed, it will be really fast to complete. Well, what he hasn't completed is Desert Ice Palace, Misery Mire, and Turtle Rock. But since he is in Turtle Rock right now, we can only assume that he will complete it. Whereas on Mikan's side, although he does not have the bow, he does have more crystals complete.
Yes.
Wow, those boots sure paying off. Wouldn't you agree, Ursula?
Definitely, it is paying off. For sure.
I think that's one of the only reasons why Mikan has been able to keep up. Well, Both, I guess, in this case, are about even. It is a very close race.
It really just comes down to that one missing item again.
Yes.
The one
Yes.
missing item. Ugh, 15 bombs? Jeez. I actually had a seed the other day that started kind of like that. 10 bomb upgrade, 5, 5, 5, all in Kakariko. I'm like, dude, what am I gonna do with all these bombs? Jeez.
Bomb everybody. Become the Mad Bomber. And yes, I'm sorry that was a horrible joke.
Just become Dark Magician?
Yes. Yeah, just become Dark Magician. Shout out to the Dark Magician.
Hey, Yugi! Oh,
of course, those that don't know it, Dark Magician is one of our fellow Link to the Past randomizer speedrunners who has the tendency to use the bombs whenever he gets upset or has enough of them to the point that he'll just drop them at random.
Especially on NPCs, or especially you see it on a validation chest, especially at the end of a
validation chest. Does he also use bombos on that?
I've seen bombos. I've seen Quake. In one race, they both bombed it.
I've seen Ether. I've yet to see a double bombos on it.
I've seen that one, but I remember the big one. I think it was Adirondack Rick versus F. Coughlin. They both bombed the validation chest.
Not only that, but I've seen one not only bomb it, but also use bombos on it immediately after. And another upgrade for Mikan. While Mikan is headed to his Cold Stare fight, AmazingAmpharos just about to finish off Trinax. So, both of our runners are really, really close to each other. And this will make AmazingAmpharos' 4th crystal, while Mikan will make his 5th.
Well, I'm looking at the tracker and it says 6.
Oh yes, you are right. Sorry. So all Mikan needs is the bow, and Pod is an easy complete. I think has. Oh god. AmazingAmpharos. Go north! Go north! Go north! No! He's so close. Up, and AmazingAmpharos popping in to say hi to Feasel. Shoutouts to Feasel. Excuse me for a minute.
Honey, around the corner. Around the corner. Oh, he's checking the monkey shrine. If I remember, this was an in and out. Yep. Around the corner. There we go. Now just back out and mirror. There you go, AA. You're right there. Now, it just makes me kind of curious why it took him so long to get there. There's his boots. And he's in go mode! Woohoo! Alright. And now in go mode. He is gonna
I apologize
Needed
again for
that
that.
desert. Huh?
Said I apologize for that. Okay, AmazingAmpharos apparently finally found the boot.
Yep, and he's on it!
Mikan, you're close to finding the old man.
Oh, we're gonna get down to the wire.
Yes, both of them are going to be in go mode. Real soon.
So, AA's probably regretting that early future, especially that first trip going in, says, oh shoot, I didn't have any. Ben.
Yes. But now, as we know,
Going to spin it.
Yep. All Mikan has to do is finish Ganon's tower and complete Pod, and he'll have, once he finds the bow, and it's off to Ganon. Whereas AmazingAmpharos is, well, on his 5th crystal, and I guess the bow is mightier than the boots today?
Yeah, the bow and the boots were the hard ones. How does AA have 1,000 more?
How does AA have over 1,500 rupees? They haven't really needed a bottle. And of course, Zora was checked so early in this seed that, well, the rupees have piled up.
Ah, he missed the crystal switch. Whiff.
Now, Ursula, we've all missed that switch every now and then. But Mikan probably, poring over his notes, wondering, where haven't I been? As we know, he's fluted away from where he needs to be, as the old man still is on Death Mountain. Because the game will not... Have you ever seen the entrance shuffle place in any place else other than Death Mountain?
The old man, well, in his original cave, yeah, but not when trying to pick him up. Like, him in the cave, yes, but not picking up and taking him to the cave on Death Mountain, no.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him, ever have to actually walk him around any location other than Death Mountain.
Yeah, I think the old man himself could always be in Death Mountain, has to always be in Death Mountain, but his cave can be other places.
Yeah, so I think that's true.
Like,
would you call that an oversight? Oh, I think this might remind him. I think Mikan just realized he hasn't seen the old man.
He hadn't taken, like, oh shoot.
Now the nice thing is that, oh no, he's realized he's at a huge disadvantage. Because even if he finds the bow, Mikan and goes to complete Pod, Mikan has yet to finish Ganon's tower.
Yeah, because those red mimics.
Yes, those red mimics are a pain. always be a pain. They're essentially the only enemy. Well, them and the Igors are the only two enemies that are actually require that the bow actually requires. Well, the bow is needed to actually beat. Sorry, chat. Did AmazingAmpharos get the key? Well, the big key, that is.
Well, let's see.
Looked away for a minute.
Soon.
I don't think so. I think he got the key, from the back half of desert. It is continuing on, but never got the big key. Oh, he's got it.
Yep.
My bad. So with this, all AmazingAmpharos will need to beat is Ice Palace, and he will be able to do that in Go mode.
Yes. He can knock it out real quick.
Come on, Mikan.
Terra!
No, Mikan! No!
To the left, to the left, to the left, left, left!
It's the next one over! He's going to complete it! Oh god.
No, he's going downstairs.
Oh, he does know that it is not in the pedestal, though. Because Eastern Palace is a pendant.
There goes desert. Off to ice.
Which AmazingAmpharos can do in Go mode.
Mm-hmm. And away into ice.
And chat, again, please follow our runners, AmazingAmpharos and Mikan. They both have basically put on an amazing race for us this evening. Along with following our trackers, Flexi Bunny and Epididicus.
Just call it Epi.
Now, apart from that, also remember to follow Speed Gaming and Feasel. Especially Feasel for all the help he has done for all of us.
Yes, I totally agree. Is there a race Sunday? I don't know if there's a race. Is there a race tomorrow? Yeah, I think so. I can go check that up.
Yep. I believe there is. There's several races tomorrow. And there'll probably be an entrance shuffle after this tournament, after this race as well. I'm not sure if there's any other races tonight, though.
I don't think there is, but
At least for the entrance shuffle, that is. I know there is the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer tournament kickoff day. It kicked off earlier today. They just finished up a race on Speed Gaming 2. So shout-outs again to that one. I did check out the other one, and that one was an amazing race. And right now, after this, AmazingAmpharos is going to his Cold Stare fight, while Mikan is at Thieves Town.
we have 3 matches tomorrow. We have one at 9 Eastern tomorrow between Edge, Figaro, and Korek. We have one between Pika Pickles and Dragon C0 at 1 p.m. Eastern. And the final one tomorrow is between I Am the Schwartz and AMD4H. That is a simple shuffle.
Yes. Isn't there the last of these simple shuffles?
I believe it's definitely one of the last ones.
Yes, because after that, it's all full shuffles from now on.
Yep. Now, have you heard if the stipulation of if both runners agree to it in the finals, they will do Madness, or has that just dropped?
I don't know. I know at one point there was a straw poll going around as to whether or not, if both runners agreed to it, that it would also be an enemy randomizer on top of that. But I think that ended up being voted down. And hold on for a minute, because AmazingAmpharos has just entered Ganon.
Yes, going down.
And now that Ganon, well, so I think AmazingAmpharos is going to be happy this seed is almost over.
Yeah.
Yes, to, expound on what, someone was probably asking in chat, yes, the pedestal has been checked. It was just a bomb upgrade, and Mikan cannot actually check it as well because of not having the bulk, but he cannot also complete Eastern because the bow is with the old man, the retired archer. And AmazingAmpharos just about done his game fight. And let's get those GGs in chat.
Yes, GG to AmazingAmpharos. AA.
With an official SRL time of 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 3 seconds.
And Mikan currently working on blind. And he just found out.
And I'll see if I can pull him into chat. Well, invite him in for an interview.
Go right ahead.
He hasn't gotten back to me yet on that one, but we can finding the mushroom. I mean, he's met another old man.
Oh, there's that mushroom.
And yes, it looks like he is going to be joining us.
All right.
I'll pull him in right now. Congratulations, AmazingAmpharos.
Thank you. I thought I was just done. I made that was at least a 10-minute mistake in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the boots turned out to be there.
No, the boots were in the Fat Fairies.
Yeah, right there. In the Fat Fairies cave was the ferry on the way to Eastern. Those boots were obtainable if you beeline them about 1 minute into the run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are right.
And the fire rod wasn't somewhere hard either. I just looked there really late too. Like, this seed could have been a real easy sub 2. This is the easiest seed I've had in the tournament, and I played it real bad.
Well, your opponent, Mikan, got the old man.
Ooh. Well, that's the end of that. He has the bow. Also, the whole time, like, I was in this real weird state, because I never found the starting point of the Dark Death Mountain Ascent Cave. So when I found those mitts in Swamp, I was like, I don't know if this is a sequence break or not. I only was sure it wasn't a sequence break when I finally found the lamp in Spike Cave.
Understandable. Understandable. But yes, this seed has been... Okay, I have to say it. For all of us here, this seed has been a pain to commentate on.
Yeah. A bit. And Mikan did check IRC.
Yes, he's still
Done or not?
hasn't found the bow yet. It is pushing through. So, by the way, thank you for at least checking the pedestal.
And when I checked that pedestal, I was beginning to suspect it had the fire rod or the boots.
We were hoping for either of those, but we knew at the time that it couldn't have had either of them because about 5 seconds before Mikan had just found the fire rod.
Yeah, like, I was really tempted to go back into Hera, get the last item, get the last pendant, and blind check the pedestal. But then I was like, waiting on tiles in Hera is really slow. There's only one item in there. And
Mikan actually did complete Hera.
yeah, whatever it was, the best item it could have been was the cape. The fourth sword would have been okay, too.
That one was in Mire, I recall correctly. Not Mire itself, but yeah, it was in Mire. The compass room in Vanilla had Mire, had the actual, I think Mikan's just about to pick up his bow. I'm sorry for laughing there, but...
I mean, that's just rough, though. Like,
Yep. No. Give him a few prods with the hook shot.
that's why I just kind of pressed forward as aggressively as I could, even after making just that huge mistake in Ganon's tower. Like,
yes,
that's the sort of mistake I could run this seed 30 times and make it once, but, you know. But regardless, after that, I was like, you know, this makes me in a really bad spot, but it's a full shuffle. This world can get confusing. Who knows what my opponent will do?
Yes, this is why we basically said it was that hard to provide commentary on. And we got opting to try to shoot the old man with the bow.
I mean, I will admit that I totally forgot where the front door to Turtle Rock was. It wasn't really important, but it would have been convenient.
Yeah,
And he's letting it loose! He's gonna throw all his arrows at him almost. There we go.
Dude, even better that, what am I trying to say? The big chest had a small key.
Yeah, this was one of those scenes. It was really hard to provide commentary. Both me and Ursula tried our best, and I have to thank Lexi Bunny and Epidicus. Got it just a couple minutes back for tracking for us and helping to provide chat with updates on where some of the locations are. And thank you, chat, immensely for helping us remember.
Yes.
Because
Man. I gotta feel like this is also really unfortunate for Mikan as well, because if he didn't have the bow, that meant he never completed Eastern, he never got the book, he doesn't even know where silvers are.
no, but he has...
The one thing I did think was that I was likely to be the only player with silvers, because, you know, sequence breaking for the bow and just doing Eastern so early, getting that book.
Yes. This is the second race I've commentated in the past... Well, this is the second race I've seen in the past 2 days that the sequence break actually helped a player out. Although the first one did not fare too well for Krebel. The sequence break to get the Master Sword, as his opponent, Korak, had to do a Fighter's Sword Cold Stare for the Moon Pearl. With green mail and 9 hearts, and no bottle.
The whole sequence break was terrifying for me, though, because... I mean, think about the sequence that I actually did with the break. The bow and the old man save warp. Then that got me Mitts, which got me Pearl. So the whole time I was in the Dark World until I found that lamp, I didn't know if I was even supposed to be there. The only thing that made me feel better about it was if I found Boots and Fire Rod while I was there, I could just skip the lamp and say, wherever that was, it's not being obtained. As soon as I found the lamp, that confirmed to me that none of it was a sequence break. It was Schrodinger's sequence break, where I didn't know if I was sequence breaking or not.
Hey,
Yes.
your mic's killing chat right now.
What was that?
Your mic is killing chat. It's too loud.
Yes. Too much of an echo, man.
Man, I don't even know where these stupid settings are.
We got just about on his helmet sword fight.
Is that quieter?
Yes.
Yes.
Makes it a little hard to hear you, but it's, I guess, won't be drowning Child out.
Woo! That's much better on me
I
too.
don't actually hear what my mic's volume is on Discord. I can just talk and... yeah. I guess I could record myself having a Discord conversation.
You can also listen to your own device too, but that creates a infinite loop that's crazy to deal with.
Yes, and now Mikan finally, after getting his last crystal, is now going to have to go and complete Ganon's Tower. At least neither of you did Aghanim.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was so excited going up Ganon's Tower the first time. I'm like, man, this is really low equipment to do this. I've never had to do these rooms with this bad of equipment. I don't even have a medallion. But I'm gonna do this. It's gonna get me to the pyramid early. It'll let me check the pyramid ledge. If that's Moon Pearl, that's a sneaky way to skip Aghanim. And then I reach that room and I'm like, I'm really an idiot.
It's okay.
Source.
It's okay. You both also could have, did either of you ever use the hook shot to get over the bumper?
I never went through Bumper Cave. There's a lot of caves I didn't go through. Because every dungeon was in Light World. Other than the front part of Hyrule Castle, I guess. So, by the time I reached Dark World, it was like... these caves are just item caves to me.
Yeah. Though you did also have access to a lot of the shortcuts in there.
Actually, if I think about it, I don't know where the fourth sword is. It's pretty likely that's somewhere in Dark World. Fire Rod is the only item I know for sure was in Dark World, and the only reason Moon Pearl was required.
The fourth sword was in the compass room of Meyer. You know, the one that you have to like the fourth
sword. I thought you said that was the cape, but I wasn't clear on that.
Nope, fourth sword.
Oh, so in that case, Fire Rod is the only reason Moon Pearl was required this seed. Even then, I'm not sure if there might have been a sneaky way to Super Buddy that.
Which one? Which room? Which thing were you trying to figure out if you could Super Bunny?
The place it was north of Dark Sank, which you would have had to have been able to reach the back entrance of Skull Woods from the summit of Dark Death Mountain. I didn't explore all those connectors. But I guess you wouldn't have been able to bomb Quarreling Brothers open. You could have Super Bunny and used boots to bonk it open, though.
Yes. You could have.
I don't know if that actually connects to the end of Skull Woods or not. I never saw what that entrance was.
I don't think any of us did on that one, but, yeah, that... Did we just have a seed that you wouldn't need the Moon Pearl?
If there's a way, if you can get to that fire rod without the Moon Pearl, which maybe you can, maybe you can't.
I think you would...
need the Moon Pearl.
I don't think you could actually have opened the chest.
I mean, you use the Super Bunny glitch with the mirror. Where you enter the cave and the mirror on the same frame.
You're
Logically,
right.
you clearly need the Moon Pearl, but maybe in practice you didn't.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that one, because I'm really not that good at doing that one, but you're probably right that, yeah, you probably could have actually beaten it without the Moon Pearl. I hope...
It was not a seed where you had to hunt the Ice Rod.
Nope. Actually, yes, you did have to have the Ice Rod.
Well, I mean, you didn't have to hunt it because it was
Yes.
the second item of the game if you started at Sank. Because Mirror and Ice Rod is your first two items. That's pretty incredible.
Yes.
If you chose the Link's House route, then that gifted you with,
A heart.
was the blue mail, wasn't it?
Oh yes, you're alright. It is a blue mail. Sorry, I'm thinking of the weekly.
Yeah, and then I actually never checked what was at Hyrule Castle somehow.
I forget what the main entrance was.
Probably the main entrance of Desert. That seems most likely.
Yeah, it probably was, though. Hyrule Castle did have quite a few items. Quite a few dungeons there. Desert plus that, which, oddly enough, I'm surprised no one thought about using the shortcuts in there. Especially since...
I mean, the top of Hyrule Castle was Swamp Palace, the Old Man's Cave, and,
Pod, I think?
Dark Death Mountain Ascent. The back of Dark Death Mountain Ascent doesn't pass through. Swamp doesn't go anywhere. The Old Man's Cave you could have used, but with the flute and hookshot being such early items, it didn't really seem worthwhile.
I know. It does happen, though. It is amusing to do that. And, right now, Mikan's just about to go through his Aga 2 fight.
And AA, you're going to be either facing Pika Pals or Dragon C0 for your next match.
Who would you prefer?
Well, I should put it this way. I'm very familiar with Pika Pals. I know he's on the short list of people likely to win the tournament. Incredibly strong player. So I'm going to have my work cut out if I get him. I honestly am completely unfamiliar with Dragon C0. He's obviously talented if he made it, to round 3, but I don't know anything. I'll have to watch that match closely.
And that match is at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
There was also the funny moment of how long it took me to check the North Light World. I was like, I don't actually know if Ganon's behind the lumberjack tree. I forgot to check that at the beginning.
Yeah,
I don't know if Lamp's just in one of these easy caves and is making everything I'm doing silly.
Agreed. And Mikan missing his, swag duck. But Mikan is now on Ganon.
I assume he's doing silverless, but he probably has gold, so it won't be too tough.
Yep.
Because
got
the first
gold.
sword was free in CAC, the second sword was in that 7-item cave, which anyone would have
Fair
checked
enough.
that. I could imagine missing the third sword I got at the Hammer Pegs, but if you're doing a thorough hunt for that bow, you probably don't miss that. And then I guess
Yeah.
he found the fourth sword.
Correct. Because he had the Can of Samaria and had the lamp at the time, so he completed Meyer all the way.
Spying that cane so early. If I just kept going after spying the cane and grabbed the boots, that would have made somewhat of a difference.
Yes. This seed was, if you missed a single item location, as shown, it's going to be hard. If you didn't, as you said, one of the easiest you've seen in the tournament.
Yeah, I didn't forget that spot either. I was just choosing to do other zones first. Coming out of pod from the back was kind of weird. It threw off my routing in that zone, so I just prioritized other zones first, which I ended up regretting pretty heavily.
Quite understandable. Quite understandable.
Still don't know where that mini Moldorm cave was. It wasn't important wherever it was.
Yes, Mikan did find it. I forget where it was, though, and Mikan, working through his Ganon fight.
I mean, it must have been either at Sahas's, at one of the 4 bonk locations, or at Mimic Cave. Or a Super Bomb. Those were the 7 I didn't check.
No one checked Super Bomb.
Yeah,
I believe it was
Super
just...
Bomb wasn't going to happen because I don't know what Crystal 6 was, but Crystal 5 was Desert, and Desert was the problem.
I believe Sahas had it, because I made a joke. You made a joke about how Moldorms had invaded.
Oh yes, it was Salas Rallas.
Oh, speaking of Sahas, though, did anyone appreciate me clearing Thieves Town, finding no value at all in the dungeon, turning in Green Pendant for Mushroom, and that Mushroom much later turning into 20 rupees?
Yeah, you were paying for. You were basically going out of your way to basically Salas Rallas was a drug dealer this time.
Yeah, that's the kind of fetch quest that Twitch chat would have loved to be required, but probably got a kick out of someone doing for nothing anyway.
Yes. And get your GGs in chat for Mikan, who just finishes with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 41 seconds. And I'll see if he also would like to join us for an interview. Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this channel.
Yes. And they're asking AmazingAmpharos to stop talking. Too much of a reverb.
Chatting up
Yep,
there then.
I'm the worst, but good game, Mikan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see why now. Yeah, GG.
See. So, Mikan, the old man. I'm
How
sorry
about-
but
How about
I
them
have
old
to
dudes?
ask.
Yeah,
Though you did have to... Oh, go ahead.
halfway through Thieves Town, I remembered, oh yeah, the bow can't be at the pedestal because EP was a pendant. Whoops.
Yes. Though you did have the boots earlier than AmazingAmpharos.
I feel like if I would have gotten the bow after I got the lamp, that would have been a really close race otherwise. Because I would have had to go mow a lot more things. Like Ice Palace, I wouldn't have full cleared. Well, okay, I might have.
But, yes. I know your opponent, AmazingAmpharos, actually figured if it wasn't for the Fire Rod, he might have been able to actually complete the seed without even getting the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, because I had 2 things that slowed me down a lot. went up Ganon's tower without a fire source, made it basically to the top. And this was a hard Ganon's tower climb too. 7 heart spider sword, really no items that were particularly helpful. I make it there, I realize I don't have a fire source, and I'm like, well, there's a 10-minute mistake.
Oh, wow. I didn't even have... Yeah, it took me quite a long time to find the bow.
Yeah, so I did, because I got the bow in the dark really early. And then my second mistake, which was... It wasn't really a mistake so much as a routing thing that paid off really poorly, was those boots were one of the last places I had to look. At least I hadn't gone into Ice or Mire yet, but I basically full cleared the overworld before I found the spot with boots.
Again, AmazingAmpharos, microphone. Sorry, I'm just bringing up chat on that one.
Twitch chat will get over it. Or maybe they won't. I don't know.
Yes, but, even so. Gotta let them know on that one. Anyway, so I guess... Sorry about that one. Just trying to think of what to say.
Okay, so Mikan, you're going to either face Edge Figaro or Korek.
Who would you rather face on that one?
I don't know. I've done all the highlightings for the matches, but I actually haven't watched many of the matches. I feel like that's kind of bad, but maybe I should.
You have watched many of the matches?
Yeah, I feel kind of bad because of that, but I should definitely get doing that, especially during the full shuffle.
The full shuffles, yes, though I'll apologize that the commentary, at least me on that one, is going to probably be a little harder, because trying to track all the entrances, and again, shout-outs to our trackers. Please follow them. Please, we need to keep trackers. But yes, definitely look at the actual odd. You both, took, really different routes, and at the same point, it just all came down to 1 to 2 locations and 1 to 2 items.
Yeah, I saw the Moon Pearl fairly early. I was like, man, when am I going to get the book? Oh, wait, that probably isn't going to help me. Well, when will I find the exit that sends me right there so I can get the book? And I ended up, or so I can get the Moon Pearl, and that was a long time before I actually got that.
Yeah,
Chat for
if you were curious, the book was dropped by Armos Knights.
Oh, okay.
And silver arrows were at the other monument.
The other monument.
They were at Ether.
Yeah, they were. Okay, yeah. That's
$5 from Bombos, and then you prayed to the gods at Ether, and they gave him silvers.
Yeah, I did a lot of extra stuff because I never had that bow. I think the bow was definitely my last one, but I don't remember by how much. It was definitely a significant amount, though.
Agreed on that one. But
all right.
I guess we should start wrapping this up, because I know everybody is getting tired on that one.
So,
But
at 9 a.m. Eastern, we have Edge Figaro versus Korek. At 1 p.m. Eastern, we have Pika Pals versus Dragon C0. And at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night, we have our last simple shuffle of the entire tournament. It is I Am the Schwartz versus AND 4H.
And I guess I'll go over what also is happening recently. Well, not recently. What is also happening now on Speed Gaming and in a lot of the other speedrunning communities. We've got a Super Mario Galaxy any percent Luigi tournament coming up. Wow, this is happening now. You also have the Metroid Fusion 100% tournament here on Speed Gaming, which I've caught parts of that one. You also have a new Super Mario Bros. Wii any percent tournament. The Diddy Kong Diddy Kong Racing, 80%. I think it's all races tournament. Of course, the entrance shuffle, as Flexi mentioned. That's upcoming matches for that. The Super Castlevania 80% tournament for all of you Castlevania fans out there. There is also the Super Metroid Item Randomizer tournament, which has actually been interesting to watch. Then you also have the and as for upcoming events, you've got the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the X 80%, No Save and Quit, Wrong Warp, or Out of Bounds tournament starting on the 28th. On September 8th, you've got the Earthbound Bogey % tournament starting that day. The Shovel Knight Spectre tournament starting on October 9th. If you're interested in that one, you can still sign up for that one. On October 19th starts the Pokemon Crystal Scenic Bingo tournament. Again, all those are going to be on Speed Gaming. On Halloween, you have the Binding of Isaac Racing Tournament, which, again, signups are still available for that one. And I skipped this one for deliberate reason. You also have the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past tournament, which will be an open mode tournament starting on September the 16th. Now, because of how large it is, and if you're interested in that one, please do sign up early, as they will actually have to have a qualifying race or two. Oh, and I forgot one last thing. As I mentioned earlier, the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer started earlier today. And that is going to be covered on this channel and Speed Gaming 2 as well. I definitely recommend you check that one out as well, because of the fact that they are doing a very good job with that one, and
probably right now over on Discord, they're starting to think about a midnight entrance race too. There's been one in the past few days.
Yes. Again, for myself, Ursula 4115, our trackers Flexi Bunny, Epididicus, our runners AmazingAmpharos and Mikan, for Speed Gaming, Fiesel, everybody else who has made this, race possible. Thank you very much. Please follow everyone on this, that has made this possible. Good night. And we'll see you all later.
Good night, everyone.